Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, how much good depending on your location. Please join in the struggle to liberate our people from the contraption. Like and share videos, news updates. We have beggars everywhere in Nigeria, but the number is higher in the north because of the number of wives we marry. That's according to the governor of Borno State, while commending the Nigerian government for re-establishing the Amajiri Educational Board. Oh yes. Now, the governor Babagana Zulum of Borno State, the professor governor, has recently shed light on the demographic challenges faced by Nigeria, particularly the higher population of beggars in the country. But yes, the professor governor drew from his educational experiences in the south to argue that while beggars are present in both northern and southern Nigeria, the population of beggars in the north is significantly higher. Now, Zulum attributed this disparity in part to cultural practices such as polygamy, which he said contributed to larger family sizes in the north. He acknowledged that the population figures are indeed substantial, but emphasized that the key issue lies not in the numbers themselves, but in the effective management and allocation of resources for the growing population. He said he did his postgraduate studies in the University of Ibadan, where he said he saw beggars in southern Nigeria. He said there are beggars in southern, he saw them. Yes. He said, but the population is high in the north. He said he believed this is because of the number of wives they used to marry among themselves. Oh yes, Zulum used the opportunity to express gratitude to the federal government for re-establishing the Amajiri Educational Board. He said it recognizes its potential to address some of the challenges associated with the Amajiri system, which has been linked to the high number of out-of-school children and beggars in the north. He emphasized the importance of collaborative efforts between the state and the federal government in resolving their issues. Oh yes, and what's happening now? First and foremost, the governor saying, look, beggars exist. Beggars there for Nigeria everywhere. Say they everywhere. Say it's not exclusive to the north. Say beggars there everywhere for Nigeria. People are begging. Beggars everywhere. Why people are begging now? Every country is fine. Beggars everywhere. They have oil. Beggars everywhere. Okay? Largest economy in Africa. Beggars everywhere. Most populous nation in Africa. Beggars everywhere. Giant of Africa, beggars everywhere. Why begging? And now he said, but the number is high in the north because of the number of wives they marry. But now, coming to think of that, you see, beggars were there for southern Nigeria. Are they not from the north? Beggars were there for Nigeria, for southern Nigeria. Are they not from the north? Oh, we don't want to know if there is a restriction of movement from north to south or south to north. People are still migrating from northern to southern region. Yes, these Samajiri people, they are migrating. Oh yes, they migrate from north to south to beg, for begging business. It thrives. It thrives in the south because there is more money in the south than in the north. Yes, the economies of states in the southern region, they are more viable than those in the north. So they migrate from northern region to southern region to beg. This Zulum saw them when he said he was in Ibadan. He saw that these guys are his brothers. So the beggars, they are his brothers. But he's now coming to say, oh, there are beggars in the south. The beggars in the south are your brothers. They come from the north to beg in the south. Oh yes? So, and that is it. Again, you talk about the Almajiri school. He said, oh, he's commending the Nigerian government or the central government for re-establishing the Almajiri Board or Almajiri Educational Board. You've seen it. A southern president came and established Almajiri school system to help the northerners because of the radicalization of their young people. Oh yes, the Almajiri should buy something in the north. Of course, Zulum tried to downplay it by saying the Almajiri system is causes out-of-school children and beggars. He didn't mention Boko Haram, terrorists, bandits. How can you do that? you are mentioning the effect of Amajiri in the north. You only said of out-of-school children and beggars. What kind of sense is that? Supposed to talk about the main thing, the terrorists or terrorism, the banditry. Okay? The Fulani herdsmen. Oh, the nomads, nomadic lifestyle, the nomads. Okay? So, Jonathan tried all these things to establish a magic school system, even the nomadic schools, to help the northerners because of these things, this terrorism happening in their place. Okay? Their own brother came. After using propaganda to remove Jonathan and insecurity to remove Jonathan, they came on board, they stopped the Amaju school system. They stopped it. A Fulani man, a northern president, also a Muslim by faith, stopped Amaju school that is meant to help the north. Yes. Now, a southern president has come again to re-establish the same Amaju school system. For 8 years, this thing didn't work. It was in coma. Oh yes. Now, a southern president is trying to re-establish that school system, that Amaju. So you begin to wonder, what's happening? Is it that the northern leaders want this Amaju to continue? Okay, yes, look at it. A president of the north, from northern extraction, stopped the Amaju system. For 8 years, he ruled. The school was not in place. The system was, halted. Now a southern president came and said he's trying to reestablish. And this man from Borno State is applauding him. When on a brother dead there, will be Buhari, or not tell him, say, make him put him back, make him continue with what Jonathan started. You see, these guys, I don't know. You see what's happening? Government leaders will be behind all these things happening. They'll be claiming grants. They like this Amajiri system. They like it. They're the one promoting it. After all, they have been there head of states. The North has produced head of states in Nigeria more than any other, more than the South. Okay? So they can't address this thing. So, that is to tell you what they're doing with this thing. Insecurity is giving them something they like. Yes, they're making money from it, everything. Usually to intimidate the southern region. Yes, to their own detriment. They think that they're using it to intimidate and harass southerners. To their own detriment. Oh yes, to the detriment of the North. Isn't it? Imagine school system. Jonathan established to make sure that this issue of radicalization in the North reduces to the barest minimum. The herdsman came. He stopped it. Okay? For 8 years. And what is see happening now? Like Urawas, they are all springing up to join Boko Haram and bandits and Fulani herdsmen to wreak havoc in the North. That's it. So this is what's happening. Tomorrow they come out and shout, oh, neutralists emerge. Neutralists emerge. They are the one causing it. They enjoy their people into Almajiri. You see, after giving birth to your children, at the age of 4, 5 years, you abandon them. Ask them to go and fend for themselves. That's Almajiri. Give them plates to go and beg. From begging, they turn to Boko Haram. From begging, they turn to bandits. From begging, they turn to Fulani herdsmen. From begging, they turn to nomads. Docho Nama. Name more here. You see, from there, they pick guns. AK-47. Start shooting. Killing people. You see, they're encouraging it. The northern elite. Shame. Now these people go say, oh, we are one Nigeria. Let's be one Nigeria with them. How? Look at it. They are behaving like people in the 10th century. Whereas people in the southern region, they are behaving like people in the 21st century. These guys are behaving like those in the 10th century medieval era.